We're going to be talking about even and odd numbers with arrays. If you don't know what an odd number is, please go back and listen to the vocabulary slide before continuing. So now that you're back, we are going to be relating rectangular arrays that we constructed with square tiles to odd and even numbers. So I'm going to build an array with 2 rows of 3. So watch as I do that. Here's my first row, and remember that our tiles touch, but they do not overlap. All right, so here I have my array, which is 2 rows of 3, which gives me a total of 6. So here I have 3 plus 3, which gives me 6. So if you remember from our earlier lessons, when we have a number and we double it, we know that the total or sum is even. Also in our earlier lessons, we talked about pairs. So I have a pair here, a pair here, and a pair here. And I can skip count by 2s, 2, 4, 6. So that also lets me know that 6 is an even number. So now I'm going to build another array with 2 rows of 4, making sure that my tiles touch, but they do not overlap. All right, so here I have 2 rows of 4, which is 4 plus 4, and that gives me a total of 8. So 8 is an even number because I have doubled 4, or 4 2 times. Also, I have my pairs with nothing left over, no lonely one. And I can skip count by 2s to 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I know that 8 is also an even number. So I'm wondering what happens when we add 2 even numbers together. Is our sum or our total going to be even, or is it going to be odd? So I want you to think about that using the arrays that I have in front of you and all that we've discussed so far. So if I want to add the numbers 6 and 8 together, and I want to know if my sum or total is going to be even, let's see. So I'm just going to put these arrays right together right here. And what do you think? Is my sum or total going to be even or odd? Well, if you said even, you were correct. I have nothing left over or by itself. Each tile has a pair. And let's count by 2s to see how many we have in all. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 6 plus 8 equals 14. And 14 is an even number. So an even number plus an even number gives me an even sum or total. So even plus even equals even. Now let's try it with an even and an odd number. So I'm going to separate out my arrays again. So I had 2 rows of 3, which gave me a total of 6. And we knew that 6 was an even number. And over here I had 2 rows of 4, which was 8, and 8 was an even number. So I'm going to add one tile to my 2 rows of 3, and this is going to give me the number 7. So I'm going to add 7 to 8. Now we know that 7 is an odd number because there is 1 left over. So here I have my pairs, and there is a lonely one all alone with no pair. And we can't count by 2s and get to 7. 2, 4, 6. Nope. The next number on the number line, if I'm counting by 2s, is 8. So I want you to think, what is going to happen when we add 7 plus 8? Is our total or our sum going to be even, or is it going to be odd? So I want you to watch as I do this. I'm going to put this guy over here, and I'm going to combine. Let's see. So if you said odd, you were correct. How do I know it's odd? Well, I see my pairs here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, up, and there's one lonely one, which gives me 15. So if there's 1 left over and I can't count by 2s, I know that it's an odd number. So an even number plus an odd number is going to give me an odd total or sum. So 7 was an odd number, 8 is an even number, the sum or the total, 15, is an odd number. So let's try it again with 2 odd numbers. So I'm going to erase, and I want you to think while I'm erasing, is an odd number plus an odd number going to give an even sum or total or an odd sum or total? So I'm going to separate this out again. And here I have my 2 rows of 3. And I'm just going to add one tile here. And now we've made this 7. And I'm going to add one tile here and take 8 and make it 9. So now I have 2 odd numbers. 7 is odd. I know this because I have 1 left over and I can't count by 2s and get to 7. And 9 is odd because I have 1 left over and I can't count by 2s and get to 9. So do we think that our sum or total is going to be even or odd? So I'm going to put them together, and I want you to think about it as I do it. So if you said even, you were correct. An odd number plus an odd number will give us an even sum. So let's see, what is 7 plus 9? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 7 plus 9 equals 16. An odd number plus an odd number is going to give us an even number. So here we have even plus even equals even plus odd equals odd, and odd plus odd equals even. So math friends, go ahead and create your arrays and practice this work on your own.